Back to the Brown streak. The Browndoggle? All right. Maybe more commonly known as California high-speed rail. Jerry Brown not only supports this dopey idea, which will be the biggest boondoggle probably in the history of public works projects, he's also trying to fast-track it through the courts, past environmental reviews. Now, I thought Jerry Brown was always known as an environmentalist at heart, looking out for Mother Nature.
Anything else, carving up farmland, he would be on the other side. He would be vehement in protesting the damage to the environment that these train tracks are going to
Absolutely. It's called the California Environmental Quality Act, CEQA for short. And what Brown wants to do, for example, it says that those who oppose, for environmental reasons, the high-speed rail, would have to prove that an endangered species was in danger from being wiped out by the tracks to prevent construction, or that the value of the property being developed on it is indeed extremely valuable. Now, that makes a difference because usually you just have to convince a judge of a minor problem with the project or that the state didn't adequately study the impacts. In other words, the burden of proof was low. That would set it on a slower track.
Any trivial matter could delay.
Right. But Brown is making it so that it's going to be tougher. Now, the legislature would have to approve this change, but, I mean, if they're on board for the Browndoggle to begin with, they'll probably be on board for fast-tracking it through the courts, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
And the environmental groups are ticked. The director of the Sierra Club in California, Catherine Phillips, says if there was ever a public contemporary project that needs to go through full environmental review, it's this one.
Yeah, I know.
We have absolutely no tolerance for providing any kind of jailbreak for environmental review of this project.
Jerry Brown has no problem with all the global warming regulations, the huge business tax that's going to be levied. Anything that mucks up business, fine by him. But something that gets in the way of his high-speed rail, boondoggle, then he wants all the waivers. He wants the fast track.
Does it have to be this crazy? Well, because remember, there are still issues with the federal money if they don't start by a certain date. Remember all of that? That $3.5 billion they're getting from Obama.
And there was a story in the Orange County Register on their OC Watchdog blog.
Oh, yeah.
Ronald Campbell. And he writes, and we've covered this, but we need to reinforce this. It's one of the biggest promises of high-speed rail, L.A. to San Francisco, 2 hours, 40 minutes, not 1 second more. That timetable is spelled out in Proposition 1A. That was the $10 billion bond deal that we approved of, to borrow $10 billion. And the California High-Speed Rail Authority, according to its latest
consultant's report.
Yeah, consultant's report.
He says buried deep in a consultant's report is a chart showing that the train will make the L.A. to San Francisco run in, at best, 3 hours. We lost 20 minutes.
And he writes, and this is true, that's a legally binding promise. They have to produce a train that goes L.A. to San Francisco.
So we have a smoking gun then.
Yeah. No, that's
it's in their own paperwork.
I think well, that's the thing. What are they going to build it and say, we'll figure it out how to do 2 hours and 40 minutes. And then it's already built. What are you going to do?
What, never mind what's in our business plan details? We'll do it?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. They know that this is a huge legal obstacle. Everything I've read says Prop 1A is very exact. It is law. It has to be 2 hours and 40 minutes. No exceptions, no excuses.
But we knew when they came out with their new business plan and the blended approach that they were going to use slow-speed rail for part of the trip from L.A. to San Francisco. It would have to take it higher than 2 hours and 40 minutes.
That's what's hanging in the air here. They have a plan that clearly violates the proposition, and it breaks the law. And any judge would look at this and say, sorry, it's a legally binding promise. The plan has to be 2 hours and 40 minutes. Not only the plan, but the execution of the plan. And right now they have a plan that says 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm not even sure about that because there was a March study by Caltrain, which is the Bay Area Rail Service, which projected that blended service would lengthen the San Francisco to San Jose high-speed train by 20 minutes. And that's nowhere near the trip to L.A.
Yeah, that doesn't count whatever cockamamie idea to get from L.A. to Palmdale or Bakersfield or whatever they've been babbling about. No, the fraud continues, but every day that they work on the fraud, they get paid. See, even if they know this thing will get blown up 10 ways in court, right now all these guys are getting paid, and that's all that matters to them.
No, and all that matters to Jerry Brown is, just get this started. Because, once they build that first segment, they're going to say, well, look,
Yeah.
We can't just look at it. So we spent $6 billion building this lovely track from Bakersfield to Palmdale. What do we?
Yeah, too bad for you.
Help us out. Too bad for you. All right. We got the Friday 6 o'clock hour upon us, which means we start with the Moist Line. It's coming up next.
John and Ken Show.